What's up, YouTube family? Back on the scene here today. Just want to get some updates on some of my body of work that I was following suit on during the weeks. I got to get into a critical area that I want to speak about briefly for a couple of minutes. I'm going to name this the title called Dancing with the Devil, because there's a lot of confused minds out there, people that just don't get the understanding of what it is that your life brings when people don't value their lives. Under threat, the retribution of loyalty when it fails. We talk about untrustworthiness, we talk about fear, we talk about doubt, we talk about the mindset of hatred, animosity, jealousy, and envy. Those are the 3, maybe 6 points or 6 reasons why people get killed, people get murdered, people get shot up. Okay? It always goes back to who you follow, who you deal with, who you surrounded by. The areas of poverty, the areas of neighborhoods and communities, right? It all stems from gang wars, gang life, Crips, Bloods, intertwining with people that tried to leave or to try to advance themselves from poverty. They're trying to build a career, build a future, go in different directions with their lives, using their God-given talents to do that. It always plays out differently because as you go up, everything sooner or later comes back down. Whether you put yourself up there or you put yourself from there, other people will be watching, people that you know, your adversaries, haters, people that despised you, groups and cliques at a time. The relentless lifestyle of the streets, hardcore war mindset is dealing with: do you know your enemies? Do you know your adversaries? Are you watching the people around you? Do you have any insight of what's being plotted against you? Okay, scheming, plots, traps, bad information. When loyalty breaks down, everyone that's around you, anyone that associates with you, turns away from you. And the ones that are really with you 100%, they are few, far in between. What I'm trying to say to you and with people on YouTube today is that when I do a video, it's usually about something important and something that I need to speak on and something that bothers me and something that I need to vent my pain, sorrow, misery, unhappiness. My experience goes into that. There's millions of people, billions of people that probably wouldn't even know me, probably would never even meet me, probably wouldn't even know that I exist. But now I am now expressing my views about this. My voice, my words, my logic, my knowledge, my speaking of what it is that I notice, I come in contact with, because I'm from those streets. I'm from those communities and neighborhoods. I'm from the areas where I grew up and I seen the tragedies of murder, the tragedies of death, the tragedies of the unknown, the unthinkable, the inevitable. Being traumatized by losing both parents has opened my eyes. Losing your father, then losing your mother, you being the only child, you being raised in a foreign place, not connected to your biological parents. When you have lost a lot, when you have lost so much in your younger years of life, you don't always recover from that. Psychologically, socially, spiritually, mentally. People just need to understand, be aware of the fact that what I am venting off today is about what I see, what I come in contact with, what I've noticed, how human nature is connected to society and people within the society that they live in, the world that they live in, is connected to what you do and how you make your purpose known, how you become relevant to yourself and others, and how you become relevant to life. What is it that's going to make you see, open your eyes, when you see people dying around you, suffering on many levels? The economic wars, class warfare, struggles, people have vindictive ways, and how they feel about the pain, misery, and suffering, sorrow, and agony of failure. Failure is part of the bigger reason why people are possessed by. They're possessed by their ways and actions, their motivations and their intentions, what they say and do, what they do to play against you, they play against themselves, in the sense that there's no such word as honesty. There's no such word as who you can trust and who you think is real to you or who you think is valuable to you beyond empty words and words that don't have any value. Because the actions will dictate whether a person is against you or for you. No matter how much you put into it, no matter how much time and effort you put into that friendship, relationship, business partnership, how success works, your highs and your lows, your followers, fortune and fame, rich, famous, and glitz and glam, and the lifestyles that people always lust for because that's what they know. And beyond that, they are caught up in a world between good and evil, between light and darkness. That's why this video is called Dancing with the Devil, because when they're making sacrifices on different levels, all types of people doing it, all ages, all nationalities, all creed and color, people are acceptable to what they're attracted to, because they only know that they have one life to do it. And when time is ticking away, you know that the premonitions are real. The thoughts, people getting killed, committing suicide, you're dying in thousands of different ways. People are being killed around the clock. And you don't know what's going to be your tomorrow or your next day or your next day, because there's no guarantees. Everything's permanent. Nothing's last. Nothing will last. Everything you do in life is permanent and temporary. So your successes don't escape you. It doesn't get you out of that. Your successes, it doesn't change the reality of people hating you or despising you or trying to come back at you some type of way to destroy you on some form or some level. So I'll leave it there. And I want people to realize that don't take nothing for granted. Don't take your life for granted, and don't take anyone else for granted.